Hey YouTube, Kieran56 here, bringing you guys episode 6, segment number 6 of Perfecting the X-Sabers. Alright, so in this episode, I will be talking about 2 cards for X-Sabers. They both were released in Absolute Power Force, and sadly, one of them is extremely hard to get, and Emer's Blade is the first card that I'll be discussing today. Okay, so Emer's Blade basically has a searcher effect. So when this card is destroyed by battle and sent to the graveyard, you can special summon one level 4 or lower X-Saber monster from your deck. Now that is a pretty decent effect. You can get your essential X-Sabers out on the field really easily if you run Emer's Blade. The only bad thing about it is that it's worth like $70 per card, which means it's a money card, which means only people that actually have the money or have the luck to pull one in a pack will be able to use it. Now, if you really want to make a competitive X-Saber deck that might top a Shonen Jump or something, you may want to run 3 Emer's Blades. But if you just want to top your local or something, I don't really think 3 Emer's Blade is really that important. I mean, I'm quite sure an X-Saber deck can function without 3 Emer's Blades. I mean, Emer's Blade just adds to the speed of the deck. I mean, X-Sabers are fast as they were before Emer's Blade was out. So, yeah. But it's a pretty good card. As always, it's an Earth-attributed monster like all the other X-Sabers are. And basically, it's just a searcher. And it's nothing else, really. Just level 3. So I guess you could use that as synchro material as well if you want to. And the good thing about Emer's Blade is that you could search out any X-Saber. Like, normally cards that would search out cards of a similar archetype, they would usually say except that card, but X-Saber Emer's Blade doesn't say that, so obviously that's a good thing. Stats: attack 1300, defense 800. Just gonna go to the tips for a second because I'm curious as to what you can actually do with this. So, first tip says this card can be searched by itself. Double X-Saber Garsum, Howling Insect, Giant Rat, Sangan, Verdant Sanctuary, and Witch of the Black Forest, which is banned. This card provides easy access to the Double X-Saber Hyunlei by tuning it with X-Saber tuners such as Fulhelm Knight and Arabellum. You can special summon Raigoro with this card and return this card to your hand. This makes it easy to use Double X-Saber Fultro. This card works well with Gom's Emergency Call since it helps maintain field presence. Also works with Saber Hole since it also requires a face-up X-Saber monster. All monsters that can be special summoned with this card are as follows. And this is just a list of what monsters that can be special summoned through Emer's Blade's effect. So clearly it really only is a searcher, and it adds to the speed of the deck just a little bit. Like, I'm not going to say that it's going to be an essential to the X-Saber deck, but it does add speed to it. So overall, if you're running competitive X-Saber deck that you really feel that it can top a Shonen Jump or some major tournament that you think is major, run 3 Emer's Blades if you have them. If you don't, just run your X-Saber deck as it is, because honestly, unless Emer's Blade gets a reprint soon, I don't think a lot of people will be running it. So yeah. Alright, next card I'll be talking about today is Double X-Saber Hyunlei. It is a level 6 Earth-attributed warrior synchro monster, and it pretty much just wipes out back rows when it's synchro summoned. So, and for stats, there's 1,000 points difference between the attack and the defense. Of course, the attack is greater than the defense. So 2,300 and 1,300. As I said before, it's a level 6. So yeah, it's very easy to summon if you have Emer's Blade. But Hyunlei requires 1 tuner and 1 or more non-tuner X-Sabers. So it's different from Gothams, where you could just use 1 tuner plus 1 or more Earth monsters. So yeah. So basically, Hyunlei is an alright card. I wouldn't say it's an essential to the X-Saber deck, because chances are you probably wouldn't be able to get it out anyways unless you actually ran Emer's Blade or a lot of level 3s, or you run level 2 and level 4s, and you know, all those combinations. But yeah, it just wipes out 3 back row cards when it's synchro summoned. So nothing too special, nothing too unique. If you're gonna run a Hyunlei, I'd say run it at 2 tops. Running it at 3 is pretty much dead, because you know, it's what are the odds you're gonna actually get it out? So yeah, it's basically all I have to say in this episode. In the next episode, I'll be covering some X-Saber cards coming in the Shining Darkness, which apparently seem to be pretty good. Like, I guess those other cards wouldn't be essentials, but they probably would help the deck a bit. So yeah, overall, just a little recap of this episode. Ember's Blade and Hyunrae. Ember's Blade is just a searcher. Add to the speed of the deck. If you run it, you have to run it in 3s, because running it in 1 is kind of stupid, since you don't really get the full effect. I mean, you're better off not running any if you're just gonna run 1. And for Hyunrae, run 2 at most. I see most X-Saber decks running 1. I really don't see it running 2, because chances are you probably won't be able to get this thing out anyways, because you do need X-Saber monsters. So you can use any tuner you want, but you need X-Saber monsters, and X-Saber monsters range from 1 to 4. Majority of them are 3, I think. Yeah, majority of them are 3. You have Airbellum, Full Helm Knight, then you have the level 1 Raigura, and some other X-Sabers are coming on in Shining Darkness that are level 2, I think. So yeah, alright. So that's pretty much it. Ember's Blade and Hyunrae. Both are very, very good cards. Yeah. Just remember to run a decent amount of Ember's Blade. I mean, just run 3 if you have them. And Hyunrae, just keep at 1. That's my advice to all you guys out there. So yeah, remember to click the like button or thumbs up. Comment below if you guys want to, and subscribe. Subscribe button's actually located above the video, right next to my username. So that's in YouTube format. It's actually a white button instead of yellow. So yeah. Alright, so that's all for this episode, and hope you guys enjoyed. Episode 7 on the way soon. Later, guys. Carry 'em out if it's 6 out. Peace out.